Unless specified. All screaming is internal.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
You're ready to journey
So-
into the void.
Where we left off. Everyone is in the mansion. Moreau has finished screaming, and everyone has begun a long rest. Everyone but the Void Boiz, who are once again up to some bullshit.
First of all, Ribbit is going to have to turn invisible. So
Can you do that for free?
I'm going to have to roll a dice.
That's
That's 5 and it goes up to 10 if I'm near a portal. Ooh, that's a 2. Good start! Please don't be an explosion, please don't be an explosion, please don't be an explosion!
See, I haven't forgotten about this bit.
Oh no, I knew this was going to happen. I was just
Not a
hoping.
potion.
A potion of what?
Invisibility.
No, you drank it. You needed it to be there. Okay, so it's a particularly interesting one given our current situation.
So I have one job.
And it also is like completely opposite to what I want to do right now. Your psionics uncontrollably connect you with the minds of those around you. Creatures within 60 feet of you become aware of your presence.
And they already know you're there.
Good job they're asleep.
Yeah, hostile creatures in range.
You've just entered the dreams of everybody. Everyone's having nightmares.
Oh god, yeah. So, I mean, I'm glad this hasn't happened in combat because any hostile creatures within range have to attack me. It only happens for 6 seconds though. So,
Okay.
boom!
Try again.
I mean, it's fine, it happens, it just also this happens. I am going to create. It's Tia that has the orb, yes. It's Tia that has the orb, yes.
It's just you.
That's it. It's a square orb.
Alright, give me a stealth check at advantage.
Let's go. Update.
Oh,
there is a dash.
Yes, do not be rolling your metal dice on the TV.
17 plus, I think it's 14. Oh no, sorry, plus 16. So that's a 33.
Amazing. How long does it take you to create psychic links? Or are we already still psychic links?
No, psychic link I can do instantly. However, maybe not do it here because I might explode again. Cool. I mean, do we we know specifically where we're trying to go to, right?
Oh, yeah. There's a map.
Okay.
And the map.
Ah, yes, this is it.
And plane shift, how specific can it be?
Will take us if you plane shift to this house, it might take you to
In
the
the
corner of the
vicinity
street
of-
or something.
Yeah, in the vicinity of.
The mouth into the chamber through 3 doors into there.
Yeah.
Perfect. Deal with the shittery that I'm sure has been prepared for us.
Perfect. What could possibly go wrong?
Everything. So I guess we plane shift to the plane of fire. Is
that what you're doing when you cast a spell?
when I cast a spell?
When you cast plane shift, I mean we're trying to go to Brimstone.
Yeah, we'll cast it
Keep
to
or whatever.
Brimstone, but I guess we should go to the plane of fire.
More specifically Brimstone.
Yes, that's the next thing we need to do.
We've learned how specific our wording needs to be. If one can
I've got a map.
If one
We're
can,
gonna go.
Yes. Yes, but my point is that if you can have in your mind Brimstone Keep rather than the plane of fire.
I'm gonna hold my
entirety,
finger to this map as I cast it.
Misa just saying, maybe Yusa should think of the place rather than the plane as a whole. Misa is thinking maybe specificity may save us some walking time.
I was about to say, when you said I plane shift to play the fire, my brain went, oh, that's the session over.
Don't worry about it.
Cube in your hand. Now you know how it works. You press a few delicate spots on it and it begins to glow a turquoise blue and then flashes, and in that blue flash you plane shift. You feel yourselves
So that is done.
you feel yourselves pulled across the plains. All of a sudden, you go from this nice, comfortable interior, perfectly acclimatized to you by Moreau, to a crunch underfoot. You find yourselves on a bit of a slope as you exit the plane shift. You have to readjust your footing. Instantly, you can tell it is very warm here, in excess of 30 degrees easily. As you look around, your eyes adjust to quite a dark surrounding compared to where you just were, but with massive plumes and patches of brightness around you. You find yourselves on a slope. It seems to be volcanic rock under your feet. The hue on the horizon all around you is that of smoke and flame. And directly in front of you, you see the slope that you're stood on wind down to an immense river of lava. Over that river of lava, you see, hanging above it by about 30 feet and stretching across it at its narrowest point by about 300 feet, a very long stone bridge. On the other side, you see a massive fortress towering up, surrounded by this moat river of lava. As you've seen in your map, a giant face of an Afriti looms over, carved into a volcano behind this fortress, with lava pouring out of its mouth. As you take in this sight for the first time, you can see very far away this fortress is manned across the castle, ballasts and walls, and the gate is slowly closing at the front. As it shuts, you can just about see, especially you with your passive perception, there are two very clearly merchants. They look human, maybe elvish, wrapped in far too much clothing than they should be in the plane of fire. But they seem to be waving back at the castle and chatting to one another as they begin walking in your direction across the bridge. You can tell one of them has 2 gold goblets in his hands and is busy putting them into a bag, and the other one is counting coin. As they finish what they're doing, they've took their stuff away. They seem to chat a bit more, and then one holds out their hand to the other, hold hands, and then they plane shift, disappearing off the bridge.
I guess I'll take it out there.
All remains quiet in the castle as the guards on top of the walls seem to go back to their usual patrols and lookouts, and all you can hear around you is the odd snapping of a whirl of flame and bubbling of lava. This is where you are.
So we're on the other side of the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically you can see what that picture is showing you.
Oh, I see. I'm on a spooky bridge. With my big old peepers, can I see like any like guards or anything? Anyone looking out over the bridge?
Give me a perception check. Over the top of these 2 towers, you can see 2 females. They have horns on their heads, black wings sprout from their back. They seem to be quite pretty and quite menacing in their black studded armour. Describing this to Hunter, he can easily tell you that they look like Erinyes, one of which was fought by the Void Boiz as the second in command to Mephistopheles.
Oh.
And there is one atop each of these towers.
Oh. Okay.
With your passive perception, you can scramble around this cliffside, this volcano's edge, and yeah, you can find a crevice big enough to conceal you.
We'll do the psychic link first. That's a success, so we're fine. And the invisibility, that's just a success, so we're fine. Lovely. And then if you give me flight also, I am now a flying invisible frog.
Not to be pernicious. You have to be able to see the creature you cast fly on.
And I will accept my fate of being put into
Return!
I'm so dead. Gee, I can't say anything now, Josh. It's up to you. You get a 60 castle. There you go.
Are you on like a different plane?
I'm in my
This is a
own
different
pocket.
plane.
It's like a pocket plane thing, innit?
Because my
You do what you want to do.
my basic plan.
No, don't say the word basic here.
There is only one plan, right? I'm going
You
to
would have thought you discussed this before going in the Pokeball.
fly over. I mean, I
Void Boiz.
could just spit you out. To be fair, I'm just gonna spit you out. Probably transfer. Misa has been thinking about what we are actually going to do. Misa plan is fly under bridge, then go upside wall, peeky peeky,
I'm so glad you brought me out of this Pokeball.
and then go along the wall.
So you want to fly towards the people,
Yes.
and then go along here and up here, as opposed to just travelling around here a bit and just flying straight to the head. Is that right?
My concern is crossing the lava without. Oh wait, I'm invisible. But I'm also scared of True Sight. True Sight is my biggest fear, and I feel like if anyone's going to have True Sight, it's going to be the guards on the large bridge, where I imagine there's going to be a high-level demon who is likely to have
If we
True
can
Sight.
somehow get to here first, and then scale and that way, that would be better for me.
The most direct option. Fly lasts an hour, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not a minute.
Just checking. Oh, okay, that's interesting.
I would, if it was me,
I
would
no,
take the risk.
in that case, I agree.
If you get caught or you start falling or whatever, if you get me out and immediately psychic message me
As you're
say,
going out.
Spanish, I would just go.
We'll just come up with a safe word.
Banish is our safe word.
I mean, yeah.
Banish is our safe word. Banish. Just the word banish is our safe word.
Also,
What?
yeah, I'm just gonna. Misa just making a rule. If Yusa get pulled out of this and Yusa hear Misa screaming pretty much anything, just banish. Just do.
Counter offer. I will only use banish if I come out and you're screaming the word banish.
Misa will try. Misa will try and remember.
Can I just say, from your DM's perspective, if you are going to TPK, can you at least get inside first?
Nah.
This isn't. I mean, like, we went there and died before we got through the front door.
I can make that in 7 seconds. I'm just gonna book it. I'm just gonna book it.
Okay.
And I want to go like flat against the wall, basically.
Give me a stealth check with advantage.
Let's go, roll them bones. That's a one.
We're gonna ignore that. We're gonna ignore that. That's
Okay.
a 13. Much happier with that.
Josh.
That's a 29.
Josh.
That's a 29.
Josh.
It is
Josh,
a 29. I've pressed myself up against the wall. I'm kind of checking round and round. What's this fella doing again? The fella that's
They're
walking
walking
down here?
towards that, the turret.
Okay, cool. So if I kind of float up, I'm so used to climbing things. If I just float up, kind of have a little peek over the walls. I'm looking for more
give me a
guards.
perception check. You see many guards around the edges of the walls around here, and patrolling the middle area here, just wandering around, you see a red dragon.
How old does that red dragon look?
Give me a nature check.
I'm not as good at that, but I think I'm okay. Ooh. Nature. 16.
Compared to some of the ones you fought before, it looks reasonably young.
Okay. Feistier. Probably not got as many cool things. Cool. So I would like to hop over the first section of ramparts, and still blocking myself with the second set, I'm going to peek over again. Primarily checking here, but also like just looking for any more guards in this area other than this dragon.
Okay. As I've said, you do not see any guards.
Straight over.
Give me a dexterity check.
I am floating.
No, I know that.
Oh dear.
This isn't
Oh,
for,
that's pretty good.
this is not acrobatic.
Dirty
It's
20.
just how quick you are.
Dirty 20.
Okay. You make it over the wall and you drop down as the Irinias at the other end begins to turn around and walk back this way.
So keeping low to the ground, probably maybe 5 to 10 feet off the ground. I will swoosh and attempt to take cover behind here.
Okay, give me another stealth check. Advantage.
That's not awful. That's better. 29.
Okay.
Fabulous. At that moment, I will whoosh round. I think I'll just go kind of diagonally up, so directly from here up to the mouth and into the mouth. Right, so remembering the map, I just read my offices as my orifices. So that was an interesting distinction.
As you enter this area, floating up invisibly into the mouth of this gaping fruity, you see a fountain of lava wells up from the floor of this antechamber, pooling in the room's centre before running along a broad channel cut into stone tile. A walkway along the pool's edge grants access to a grand set of brass doors behind the fountain, as well as smaller iron doors along the side walls. Floating 10 feet above the ground, in front of these brass doors, there is a spherical creature with a large central eye and 10 eye stalks.
He just wanted to get his mini out.
This has true sight, doesn't it?
I mean, it's got a lot of eyes. Are any of its eyes looking at me?
All of its eyes on its head seem to be jittering around, open. Its large central eye seems to be closed. As you freeze in fear for a second, you can hear a
Only we would come across a sleeping beholder. Okay. I mean, that's ruined my plan. Okay,
I
so
didn't put it here.
the other choice is the offices in that case. Because I don't really want to try and sneak past that thing and also have to open 2 large brass doors behind it. So, very slowly and carefully, not to brush any walls or knock any loose pebbles that might make noise, I would like to float over to this door. This is where the offices is, correct? This is this.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So I would like to float over to this door.
How long will it in this?
Well, 40-45 minutes. I'm going to have to ask for a stealth check at advantage.
Please just not 20 it now,
It's 1 in
please.
400. It's 1 in 400, so we're fine. We're fine. Okay. That's a 32.
Good sir.
Right. Once I am near this door, again, sort of floating like 3 to 5 feet above the ground, I have blind sense, so I'm aware of the location of any creature behind total cover within 10 feet of me. Can I sense or hear anyone within 10 feet of this door?
Give me a second, I'll let you know.
That's what I was going to do here. And this guy showed up.
He was already here, we showed up.
True, yeah.
As you close your eyes and listen, there doesn't seem to be a lot of noise coming from the other side. You can hear the lava bubbling behind you most prominently, but every now and again you swear you can hear a shk of a page turning on a book. There does appear to be a creature on the other side of this door.
Is there a scared shitless condition ring?
I, as quietly as humanly possible, would like to try and open the door.
As you stand there prepared to do so, you can see over your shoulder, like 4 of the eyes are like fixated on you, like checking you out. Doesn't seem to have woken the beholder up, however. Can I have a sleight of hand check to try and open this iron door?
Before I do this, I'm just going to reread. Okay. That's a natural 20. That is a 31 with an actual 20.
As you go to open the door, you push it inwards and catch yourself as it almost creaks. You are so precise in your movements as you open this door. You can tell at any moment a loud screech or a squelch or some kind of noise is going to come from these hinges, and you manage to open it just enough to get inside without that occurring.
I just like spit on the hinges and
I'm so sure that wasn't actually that would have screeched.
As you open that door, you can see this is an office space. The walls of this office are decorated with paintings depicting an array of otherworldly landscapes. At its centre stands a heavy desk engraved in grotesque, fiendish figures, and seated at the desk is a slender bipedal creature wearing a red robe, a sparkly ring, and a fez. The creature has the head and tawny fur of a fox.
It's not the Doctor.
It is sat facing away from you. It has not noticed you.
Do I close the door? That's the question.
I'm not here.
I don't have a mini for this, so I'm just going to use anything. Give me a history check. You will recognise this thing as an Arcameloth.
I mean, how into his book does he look? Like, does he look like he can see this door?
From what you can see, he is like 5.5 feet tall when stood up. He's got a monocle in one eye and he seems to be quite focused on his book. However, it is reading like this and the door would be there. So it is definitely within his peripheral vision.
I mean, I don't really fancy trying to fight it, especially since that would get rid of my invisibility. So...
Jack just stares at the beholder as you said that.
So...
Is it more stressful or less stressful?
So much more stressful.
I'm gonna have to try the other door. I'm going to have to try and float over this gentleman and try the door that he's literally facing. Do I have something I can maybe like distract him with? I throw a coin behind him. It ends early immediately after you deal damage to a creature or force a creature to make a saving throw.
Okay, cool. Forgot how powerful that was.
Yeah, it's really strong.
Wait, does it not even say cast a spell?
No.
Oh my.
It's force, but obviously I'm a rogue, so I've got limited.
The room itself is reasonably bare in terms of objects besides on his desk. The room walls are plastered in these decorations, these paintings. It's meant to look like a very fancy study in a very, very hot and very unwelcoming environment. It is all carved into volcanic rock, remember. His desk is listed with all sorts of little trinkets, little desk ornaments. There is a little model of the prime material and outer planes sat there, piles and piles of books.
So I'm torn between knocking something off the desk or just trying the door.
It's been 20 minutes, I'm in the second room out of
Brother!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
We don't need to do any of these, we only need these ones.
He has done
Okay. Can you have another stealth check, please?
What do you mean? This is
That's
the
a
second
fun
fastest way. There are 2 routes. Well, that was close.
that literally went 1.
Both the same. 20, 26.
26, okay. Good to know.
float over the devil gentleman. I'm going to float down to the door. I feel like I need to knock something off the desk, but I'm scared. I'm so scared. Fuck it. Fuck it.
No.
Fuck it.
So that lower left corner is where the ornament that shows like the parameter on the outer planes is, kind of like a planetary kind of like model, but of that.
Doesn't like
Arse
on
is
it.
sweating.
On the other side, on that side, is a pile of books.
I'm gonna knock the prime material thing off. I'm going to knock that thing towards him.
In what way?
So I'm here.
Mhm.
I'm attempting to knock it that way so that it falls next to him, in the hope that he will look down his left. And as he does so, I will now attempt to open the door.
Give me a deception check.
Oh, that's not good. Well, man, it's a decent number. It's a decent number.
I'm not to be pernickety. If you didn't intend to roll it, it doesn't count as a roll.
Oh, come on! Come on! If I get a fucking 4 now, I swear to God. I swear to God.
That's a Matt Mercer rule. Doesn't matter if it's good or bad.
That's much worse. That's a 9.
Total?
Yeah, I don't get any bonuses to deception. And I'm not proficient in it, so it's not guaranteed 10. And I can't use my psionic stuff because it only works for skills I'm proficient in.
The planetary model goes tumbling over the edge of the desk, falling to his feet, and while not breaking, the parts that are clearly in pieces when it is assembled come apart as it hits the floor. You see like the Shadowfell scatter across the floor under the desk and the prime material scatter under his feet. He stands up instantly. He's like, "What?" And you can see his eyes dart down for a second, but then instantly go up to looking into your corner of the room like, "What the fuck just did that?" He takes a second. And then he just goes down and starts piecing it together. His head's under his desk and he's trying to like scoop up bits of the model.
At this
What are you doing?
precise moment, I will attempt to open the door as quietly as possible.
It's like hand check. Jack looks very stressed.
So, that is a 10, plus 11 is 21. However, I will use my psionic thing, which means that at my level, I add, let me just check I'm using the right dice, because I don't think I am actually, I think it's a D10, I've been using a D8. It is a D10, so that's good. So, I'm going to add, if you could be a 10, I'd really appreciate it. It's a 5, so it's a 26.
The door does slowly begin to open. It seems relatively quiet for now. However, was that a psionic ability?
Fuck, it was.
Roll.
It's a 10, it's fine. I'm not sweating!
When you said,
I'm not sweating!
now I can say it. When you said, I'm going to use my sound spell, I was like,
What choice do I have? What choice do I have? Fail or maybe boom?
fail.
Fail with the demon here and the beholder here?
That's too big to for that door.
Yeah, but you can at least poke an eye through. He's got a bloody disintegrate eye.
Okay.
In this room, you see a bookshelf and an armchair stand alongside a simple bed fitted with silken sheets. It looks like it's his bedroom.
Cool.
It's his bedroom.
But there's a door on this map. There should be a door here.
As
Funny
you,
that I'm mad about 26.
as you tap along the wall, you can hear in the other room the Arcanoloth is putting stuff back on his desk now. He seems to be adjusting himself.
Sorry, I have closed the door behind me, haven't I?
Yeah.
Okay,
You said you did.
Yours checking. Yours checking.
As he does, and he looks around the room, you hear from the other side of the wall, he goes, "What the?" And you can tell by the direction of the sound, he's not looking in your direction, he's looking in the opposite direction. He's looking back towards the beholder.
Ah, the open door that I left.
Find a secret door in that wall.
Can I work out how to open said door?
It is a simple sliding
Thank
mechanism.
fuck, because I'm not a smart boy. Can I do so quietly? I'll roll Dex if you like.
It's another sleight of hand check.
That's fine by me. That's a 21.
Cool. Seems reasonably quiet. It's not as quiet as your previous attempt to open the door, but there is at least now a closed door between you and...
Yeah, I'm not going to risk the boom since I'm not in the room with the devil, and I will close the door, also quietly.
Okay. As you roll it shut, it clicks. You turn around, and then you hear it as the door into the room you've just left opens.
I assume there is another secret door on the other side of this.
A few seconds go by, and then you hear and as the door closes again.
I'm so sweaty, Matthew!
See, I know.
Dear God!
That guy must have rolled for like how much do I want to investigate this noise, and apparently it was like a 9.
This is a dark and dusty corridor you run to the end of and search the wall. Give me a perception check. As you slowly slide open this wall, once again it is not as quiet as you'd want it to be, but still pretty quiet. As you gaze into this next room, you see the walls of this chamber are draped in silk, and its floor is festooned with cushions. A fountain in the room's centre burbles with ruby red liquid, while an ornately wrought brazier stands in the corner.
See, Martin, do not.
So then there's the I sit in a throne made of flesh.
Yeah, that's completely different.
That's neither here nor there.
Different time, bro. It's a different time.
The brazier is in the corner. It is unlit.
I ain't lighting that shit.
Do you remember when we went for a phase of lighting every brazier we could find? Because I had a spell that required a lit brazier or some shit, and ended up carrying one around with me the whole
It's
time.
not familiar. Yeah, so I would like to float into this room, being careful not to touch any of the pillows or drapes.
Okay.
This thing is spewing a red liquid out, yes?
It's essentially, think of a chocolate fountain, only
Okay.
it's red liquid.
Cool. Fine, because I just want to swerve it. I just don't want to risk it splashing me, basically.
This iron door slowly creaks open. A few squeaks and creaks can be heard, but it's not that loud. But it's a lot louder than you want. As you peek through, woven carpets line the corridor, which has doors leading in all 4 directions. 2 large statues of Efreet warriors stand sentinel here, one at either end of the corridor.
We've had our mix with static statues before.
Or not so static, as the case may be. Cool. This can only go well. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? While keeping an eye on these statues to see if I spy any movement or activation, I will be floating over here.
Can you just roll me a d10?
Do I have to?
Yeah.
Okay. One's a D10. That one.
Just be careful when they're taking.
It's a 7. That's either pretty good or pretty bad.
They look completely still. But with a natural 20, I will say that the one closest to you, you can see just by millimetres, its right foot doesn't quite line up with where it should on the pedestal. But other than that, it seems completely inert and stationary.
I should put it back in open door.
put it back. Both sentinels wake up. Perception.
You do not. It all seems quiet. I will say, with that higher perception though, you can hear muttering and shouting from the room to that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
That actually makes me feel more confident.
That's where we were going to come in.
Well, not only that, but also I'm hoping that that's where Big Boss is right now. I'm hoping he's shouting at people. So I am going to very quietly and carefully open the door.
It is locked.
I'm going to very quietly and carefully lockpick the door.
Dexterity check plus your proficiency.
So Dex and proficiency.
Yeah, unless you're an expert in lockpicks, in which case it's double proficiency.
No, so yeah, it's just 10 though.
Okay.
It says 10, but I assume that's because it's adding my Dex and proficiency. So, natural 20 for 30.
It isn't locked.
You thought it was, but it's not. You were trying to push a pull door. This is the only non-sliding door in the building.
Click. Unlocks. That's cool.
I would like to carefully open the door.
You see the luxurious appointments of this palatial bedchamber are at odds with the back wall. There, scorch marks and cracked masonry radiate from a grotesque face carved into the stone, its forehead set with a blood-red gem. Sitting on the desk, off to one side, a black tome, its cover emblazoned with fell iconography. There does not appear to be anybody in this room.
I will enter and once again quietly close the door behind me.
Okay.
Okay. First things first, I'm just going to have a quick look at the face.
Okay.
Does it also look like it's asleep?
It appears to be solid. It's kind of a mix between an Afriti's face and a devil's face, but it has like vile black cracks in the masonry itself, which don't appear to be part of the actual design. What was your actual question?
Does it look like it's sleeping and or
It seems to be.
sentient?
It seems to be awake. Its mouth is closed.
So, and the book just looks like a book on the desk.
There is a black book on the desk. It has the face of a skull in gold embroidered on the front of it.
Pretty cool.
It looks like a pretty thick, heavy tome.
I mean, this feels like the book.
Specifically, it was the book.
This feels like the book.
So basically my plan right now is Ribbit is going to pick up the book, pop you out, and say, shall we go? That's basically the plan, right? Because we're just going to bamf out, right? So, that's the plan. Ribbit is going to pick up the book, because I don't want to bamf you in first, and the face starts screaming. So I'd rather pick up the book, so I am at least holding the book, bamf you out, and then you can bamf us both out. So that is the plan. That is what I would like to do.
Okay.
I would like to pick up the book.
As you reach forward and grab the book, the book grabs you back. Can we roll initiative, please?
I don't think this is the book.
As you grab the book, there is an almighty as the pages of the book split open into a gaping jaw of a mimic, and it lunges forward at you. It knows where you are because you've touched it, but technically it still does have disadvantage on the attack, and it is going to clamp down its bite onto your arm. As it does, the pages like that aren't part of the mouth are fluttering around. Its eyes are popping out of the top of the book now. It's kind of like the thing from Harry Potter. And it is making like a sound as it tries to grapple and hurt you.
Is the face reacting at all to this?
Nope.
Okay. I'm going to pop you out, which it doesn't specify, but I assume is an action.
Yeah, it's an action. It's unoccupied space within 5 feet of you. Go nuts.
So you can just see a floating mimic.
Yeah.
Blood dripping. What?
Purple blood dripping as a book with teeth floats in the air like that.
So I'm just going to flare around.
Hunter, Misa don't think this is the book. Misa don't think this is the right book. Misa think the wrong book. Misa think a trap.
I'm gonna have to hurry.
You can't manage it.
Okay, what's the save?
Charisma.
And the DC.
That is a 9.
Oh, that fails.
It gets
80.
banished. Would you like to stay in initiative order or not?
Yes.
For the sake of not wasting our time, yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so Hunter, anything else you want to do with your turn?
Yeah. 5, 10, 15.
Cool. Ribbit, what do you want to do?
I'm going to float over with you and also look at the wall and psychically say,
What do you think? Misa will help me.
and I will attempt to get the help action.
Okay. Hunter, what do you want to do?
I'd love to look for a secret door passage in this corner here. Preferably on this wall here.
The face is here. We're like,
Yeah, the
looking
face
at
is here. So like if I move to here.
Or I can be there. And you can be there.
But yeah, either way, either way.
Give me an Arcana check.
I will assist you in any way I can.
I would
To be
say
fair,
I will
don't-
look for magic things.
I would say no.
I don't think you can give me advantage on Arcana.
Let me look for magic things.
Arcana?
Yeah.
It's not good. 16. Hold on. That's my Arcana boost. Oh, 17.
17. Okay. I'd say with that,
I'm sussy about something. I don't know what.
you're looking for a secret passage of some kind. You don't see one, but you do see that the gemstone in the forehead of this face on the wall is surrounded by small glyphs.
Okay. That's my action, so I will move a little bit here just so I'm looking more at it.
Okay.
Next turn.
What do you want to do?
Panic frog noises.
How loud?
No, mentally. Mental panic frog noises.
Unless specified. All screaming is internal.
Yeah. And I mean, Hunter can't see me, but I'm just kind of panicked looking at Hunter, like,
Misa to find the book. Misa help you look for book. Maybe in face.
Give me a perception check, Josh, just as you're looking around the room.
where'd my dice go? There's yours. Where's mine? Oh, I'm terrified of myself. So that's 26.
Your dice is there.
26. Okay. You notice around the room, you do actually recognise something. In some of like the drapes and the banners, they all seem to be reminiscent of the same symbology. They all seem to be a crown encircling branches of a tree wreathed in flame. Nothing out of the ordinary from what you've seen in this place so far. You do note that you've seen glimpses of this on like the outer walls, maybe in the courtyard. Never paid much mind. Apart from now, you're up close with it, against this back wall that way. You can see written underneath it there seems to be a motto. It reads Atca Ignari. Now, while you don't speak this language, it is a sub-dialect of Primordial,
Yeah, of course it is.
which means you can roughly translate it to all shall burn.
It says, "Hey, all shall burn here."
You see.
It's so scary.
Written on it is Atca Ignari. Other than that, it just looks like a bedchamber. There are no secret passages. There is nothing else of note that you can spot.
That's
I would like to detect magic.
Okay.
Specifically focused, I know it's omnidirectional, but specifically focused towards the orb of redness.
Is detect magic concentration?
I've only got a couple minutes left anyway, you can do.
As you cast detect magic, the mimic pops back into the room.
Oh yeah, I've already lost fly in that case. Yeah, banishes concentration.
What is it?
We have to concentrate on it for a minute to
Yeah.
permanently banish it now.
Flying is also concentration.
Yeah, so I'm on the ground.
So the mimic reappears, and it is on. I don't want to just lose it on the bright map. It's going to start biting at your ankles when it's its turn. With the detect magic, you can see within the face of this thing on the wall, there is the outline of a door. The scorch marks and cracked masonry seem to like end at this door, and it appears to be inside the mouth of this this face. You can also see that the gemstone atop the door is magical, and you can see there is layered magic on top of that. So there is the gem itself is conjuration magic, and the layer atop it is abjuration magic.
What was under the abjuration?
Conjuration.
It's invisible water. That's what it sounds like.
I mean, that's my action, so I mean, next turn I'll just proceed, kind of going to try and proceed to get through that door.
In that case, Ruben, shoot.
Yeah, again, so we spent a lot of time together, so you know I can see like the power activating and look at you sort of in your mind palace, and again psychically,
You start figure this out. Misa will take care of this thing.
and I will leap past Hunter. I guess if it's in that square, I have to go like here. And as I leap through the air, the invisibility is shed, and I am going to stab the mimic book.
Go for it.
Oh, it's
Natural 20. So that's 15d6.
Do we roll that on it?
Plus
Sorry?
one. Plus what?
Plus 2.
Technically speaking,
Oh no, sorry, plus 6.
no,
sorry.
yeah, it can't survive.
I think again, in my head I was picturing, you know when Guy the Fierce Knight like stabs someone like early on and they kind of spin around? That's kind of the vibe I'm going for. It's turned into like a drill sword and I'll just stab it and it kind of spins and ripples outwards.
As you do,
63 was.
stab it in the back of the book's spine, your blade comes out the other end, and as it spins, lots of the pages just get ripped out, turn into flesh, and fall to the ground. And it goes limp, basically just the hardback cover remaining of it, and it falls to the ground.
My blade disappears.
Burn it. Good man.
I will risk it for a biscuit and re-up my invisibility just now.
Okay.
Just straight away.
Oh.
You fucking prick. Can you not re-roll?
No.
Not scary.
Cast Thunderstep. Everyone knows you're here. Everyone's awake. Oh my god, I can't remember whether one of them is Thunderstep.
No! Oh! It's so dumb, it's funny. You teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space. you can see. Dealer's choice.
You probably deduced that the gem on its forehead is probably some kind of activation gem.
Okay. So I would like to. Should I mage hand it or should I touch it?
I don't think it makes too much difference. Whichever you feel more comfortable with. It doesn't cost a spell slot for mage hand, does it?
No. It's a cantrip. It's like literally the best cantrip.
I mean, you might as well mage hand it. It doesn't let you touch it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Use that might as well mage hand, and then if it doesn't work, use that touch.
Yeah, give it a go. I'll take a step back though, into where the crap of the book was.
You're just standing on butt flesh.
Yeah.
But as it clicks in, the mouth totally grinds open like this. And then as it finishes, there's a flash and a doorway opens, square and bright and glowing like a peachy yellow. Can I have a Constitution saving throw, please, Josh?
From me?
Yeah.
That's
Oh, no.
interesting. Okay, could be worse. 16.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, what if I
Yay, I guess.
The heat is getting to you. It is 40 degrees inside.
That makes sense, that makes sense. Misa will do whatever you think, yeah?
Does this just like a regular door now?
No, it is a shining portal shimmering in the wall.
Oh.
But is it like a person-sized portal, or is it like an arm-sized portal?
It's like 6 foot by 4 foot.
So yeah.
Do you want to... You say one, Misa...
This is what I'm thinking, whether it's a good idea or not to. So if you get on the other side and it's a caster, you're fucked.
Misa put you say in this thing, and then go through.
Well, yeah, but if you go on the other side and there's a caster on the other side...
But Misa always so invisible right now. I mean, worst case, Misa spit you out and we say in the same situation.
Cool. I might regret this. Yeah.
And you're stepping through.
Yes! That's what we're doing!
We're so dead. That's
A blinding
I didn't like the words, no, it's a giant shimmering portal.
Mm-hmm.
That scared me.
As you step through, you find yourself in a small, empty room.
What's that?
I need that.
Okay.
That's what we're looking for.
In my head I thought, another fucking nymph. Not an actual book.
On the floor of this otherwise empty room rests an open book, its ancient pages rustling ominously despite the lack of a breeze. The flagstones around it are charred and cracked, and the room's walls are veined with narrow fissures that disappear into darkness.
I would like to observe my surroundings. I'm basically looking for anything looking at us. Any defenders of any sort, or eyes, or magical turrets. Any of those sort of things. Do I see any of those sort of things?
Give me a perception check.
That's a 27.
You do not.
I was just going to say, yeah.
Yes, you do. Thousands.
8 of each.
I will spit you out of the Pokeball.
Okay.
To my right. Or to the right of this thing. So I'll spit you out here.
Just let me check something.
Oh dear. You can't use magical items.
Cool. As you are spat back out,
Racked with pain.
In the elbow.
you can see with your detect magic, every single inch of this place is magical in one way or another. The walls around you seem to hum with conjuration magic. The black eerie cracks in the wall that disappear into an infinite nothingness are necromancy and transmutation. And the book in the centre of the room hums with enchantment and necromancy magic.
So when you say
It
don't
is-
touch the walls.
As you stand here and look, you can almost feel the dark wisps coming from this book. It's like there is a pressure in the back of your neck and whisper at all times as you are looking at it.
You, sir. So it meant that my plan is to open the bag of holding.
Just scoop it in.
Use mage hand. Pop it in. And then leave.
I have no issues with this plan. Misa has no issues with this
We're
plan.
saving casting a spell. Do you want to just kick it?
No. Absolutely not. The point of using the mage hand is to Misa not touch.
If the hand no work, then Misa kick.
Ah, right. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to cast Mage Hand, but I want to prepare my. I'm looking around, and if I see fucking anything, I want to be ready to be able to banish. I'm like thinking about banishing.
I've got banishment on the brain.
I'm like doing this to both me and Ribbit. I'm like, it's gonna happen. What's gonna happen? So I'm just preparing it. I
I'll
don't
hold
plan
back.
to do it. I'm preparing.
I'll hold the bag open.
And I'll
while
like
you
to Mage
prepare.
Hand.
You get the mage hand up, push it into the book, and push it towards your bag of holding. As you do, the book flips closed naturally to fit inside the bag. You see the front cover, and it looks like this.
Cool.
The whole thing is gilded in gold, ancient and heavy.
Let me kill Mrs. Diary.
The mage hand is only just able to push this book.
Wow,
It is
so it's
that.
like eight-
It is a
eight, nine
tome and a half.
Wow.
Even the bag of holding goes.
As it closes, you swear you hear infernal abyssal whispers from the book as
Yeah,
if
you
it's speaking and calling out to you.
Read that shit.
And
bro.
as you shove it into the bag, the whispers stop.
Read that shit, bro. Become a dark wizard.
So it's in there, and I've got the bag.
It's in the bag.
Got the bag back. I mean,
Banish.
I will release my invisibility if that is required.
It will be required.
I will release my invisibility.
Banish.
Ouch.
I'm assuming you're not resisting.
Oh, absolutely not.
You banish yourselves.
Where do?
But where do we end up?
No! Don't you dare.
Oh my God.
Please. Of all things.
Please be in the chamber, the audience chamber. That's what I'm hoping for.
Sigil. Just we can go, "Ha!" and then go.
Guess what, guys? Wow. Well, this worked out.
Can I have a D100 from you both, please?
Oh, both of us.
I'm just clarifying.
Clarify away. Clarify away. You clarify.
Okay. I need something else now.
Like, yes.
That's the man
My
who's
body's so wet. I'm sweating so much.
I'm sweating everywhere. I'm sweating in places I did not know I could sweat.
You come out of your banishment. Blazing sun above your head.
As in, where we've gone somewhere now we're back, or this is where we've gone?
You've cast banishment.
Okay.
And now we open our
Blazing
eyes.
sun above your head, and yet you feel cooler.
Okay.
The smells are different, the feeling on your skin is different. There's definitely a sea breeze. As you look around, your eyes adjust. You find yourselves in a portside town, bustling commerce all around you. Out into the harbour beyond, there seems to be 20 or 30 different small little sandbars, each with different commerce and bustling like it's fishing and sailors, all sorts, covering them with walkways and bridges stretching between them all. You look around, most people seem to be human, elf, there's a few dragonborn you can see. You see greenery on the hills around you. As far as you can tell, you're on the prime material plane.
I run over to the first person I see.
Excuse me, sir. Where are we, sir?
Just bear in mind, we're not here yet. This might not be materialized. And there's still about 50 seconds left on banishment.
You stay away. Misa will ask a man.
Hi, little one. You approach someone who's wearing an apron, his clothes has been chopping fish, stinks to high heaven.
Smells yummy to me.
Like mid-50s, going a bit grey. You're in on math.
I flop back over to Hunter. Have you ever heard of Omath?
What is that?
It is a 16.
Plus...
Ah.
Am I histrous?
I think you're reasonably histrous. It's intelligence, isn't it?
My history is...
And you, mine.
Plus 2. So what was it? 16?
18 total.
18 total. Okay, I like this. Okay.
I was going to say,
Okay.
I recognise this, which makes me feel very good about myself. We're out of the plane of fire and I'm still so stressed.
You have Sword Coast, Waterdeep's there, Neverwinter's there, right?
Mm-hmm.
You are down here.
I mean,
That's
right
fine.
plane, right plane.
How long has it been since we arrived here?
Oh, like since you
I-
broke to existence.
For the next 60 seconds, I am now on guard hunter duty. My singular focus is nothing will touch Hunter.
As you look around, just patiently waiting, maintaining the concentration. Concentration drops. Spell's ended.
We're here.
Yeah.
Can I make an investigation check to see if this is an illusion?
Yeah.
I don't fucking care if I'm wasting my time. You're doing it.
I will also use my peepers.
So lit the ground.
Are you helping me with this?
Yes.
Thank you.
It's not an illusion.
Have we done it?
Did we do
Did we do it? Did we actually do it? Until that left the screen, I was like, hold on, not we. Did Ribbit just so on the plane of fire?
So all you need is a flight spell and invisibility.
What?
You are going to be both amazed and shit yourself as I read something out to you. And I shit you not, this is the most Void Boiz thing you've ever done. And you don't know the fucking heart.
Okay, go.
So, just for context,
Yeah.
remember the room setup.
Yeah.
Beholder, next room you hear big deep.
Booming voices, yeah.
It wasn't the person who ran the place, it was his second in command. The person who ran the place was not there, that's what one of your D10s was for. But he was also like fucking big bad scary man.
Using Mephistopheles Mini. Cool.
He's the same species that Mephistopheles was using as an avatar.
Okay. No. Carry on.
And then the room behind that had the statues, and then you lockpicked into the thing.
Yeah. With the lovely nat 20.
So, you lockpicked into the owner of the fortress's room. The doors to the areas that are the main guy's quarters and backup guy's quarters, the main guy's the one you got into, are both locked. The second in command carries the keys. Rakir carries the key to his room. He wasn't there. You could not have got that key.
Is that the room we locked in?
Yeah.
Okay.
As an action, a character can use thieves' tools to try and pick either lock, doing so with a successful DC 20.
Okay.
Right?
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
Guaranteed to succeed that.
The statues are 2 stone golems that are normally quiet, don't interact with characters, they don't care about your presence. However, The golems are magically attuned to the door of Rakir and become hostile if a creature attempts to open the door by any means other than using the key. A character who succeeds on their ability check to pick the lock by 10 or more avoids triggering the golems.
So exactly.
If you hadn't got the nat 20, the golems would have come alive to fight you. That would have triggered the guy in the other room to hear that to fight you, which would have triggered the beholder to fight you. That 20 legit was the turning point.
And that's the one where I went, oh, I would have rather that for another thing, but oh well, I'll take it.
That was opening the door.
Oh.
Anything other than a 30 was the minimum you needed to survive.
Even with a nat 20,
Yeah.
I only just scraped it.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I will also say now as well, you are really lucky that the mage hand doesn't count as a creature, which is what I had to Google. Because if a creature, the thing protecting the gem, the secondary layer, the abjuration magic, if you would have activated that without using the mage hand, it would have cast the disintegrate spell. And I'm pretty sure that would have insta-killed you at the level it would be cast at.
Oh shit.